What's going on, guys? Riley here. Today we are reviewing this 2011 Shelby GT500 Mustang. So over the years, I've reviewed quite a few Mustangs and quite a few Shelbys, although I've never reviewed the GT500, such as this one. This car features a supercharged 5.4-liter V8 that makes 550 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. The owner of this particular car is my good buddy Kyle, who you guys have seen on the channel several times before, and he graciously offered me his car today to review for you guys, which I'm really looking forward to. But now that you guys have a quick overview of the car, let's go ahead and pop the hood and check out what's in there. Here is that mighty 5.4-liter supercharged V8 with the 1.8-liter Eaton supercharger right on top. The owner of this car has yet to do any mods, but he has quite a few planned for it. So if you guys want to follow along with his build, I'll leave his Instagram down below in the description. One cool thing about this particular GT500 is that it's a performance pack GT500, which is signified by the skinnier stripes throughout the vehicle. Seeing GT500s out in the open is a pretty rare sight to begin with, but finding ones that are performance pack GT500s is even more hard to come across, so it'll be pretty fun. You get the 3.73 rear gears and a couple other goodies that make this car just a little bit better than your base GT500. But enough talking about it, guys. Let's go ahead and hop inside and take it for a spin. So as you guys can tell from that exhaust clip, I kind of lied a little bit. The owner did do something to it. He put Borla S-type axle backs on it, so it sounds really nice. So let's go ahead and fire her up. Ford, America. So if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you'll know that I do have a very soft spot for Mustangs. I really do love these cars. I mean, they're just absolute performance bargains. So this car right here, you can get it for about the mid $30,000 range with low miles, good condition. I mean, that really is a bargain when you think about all you're getting, you know, something with 550 horsepower, a supercharged vehicle. I mean, it's pretty nice in here, honestly. I mean, I know it's a little bit dated now since the S550 platform has come out, but this is still a really nice car and I have no complaints with the interior. The owner also added a MGW short throw shifter to this car, which makes the throws really short, and it's a very heavy throw as well. Like, you really have to force it into gear, especially first. But once you get rolling through the gears, it's totally fine. Also, the clutch, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you're in it for a few minutes, it feels right at home, feels super comfortable. The visibility is great. The seats are honestly some of my favorite seats I've ever sat in. They're super comfortable, all leather, really cushiony. I really like them a lot. Also, this steering wheel, the way they have designed it with the leather and like the suede material, so you have basically options. You can either grab onto leather or you can grab onto the, I guess it's Alcantara or suede. Those words are kind of interchangeably used. But once again, one of my other favorite features about this car, it's just so comfortable on the inside for being a, you know, a race car, a track car with a Shelby name to it. It's just, they're so comfortable and so easy to drive. And aside from the ease of daily drivability, it's also a really fast car. So we'll do like a 40 roll from second gear. Yeah, you definitely feel that supercharger. When that comes on, it's like, oh boy, you better hold on. It's so weird. You can tell it's a supercharged car. I mean, I don't think that was an ideal roll. I don't think that was the ideal roll for this car, being in 40 per second. However, once you start to build those RPMs and that supercharger starts to build boost and you really feel it, it puts you back in the seat and you're in for a good time. It's so funny because Shelby made this car and we're like, all right, it's a good car. And then in 2013, they decided to revise it with the new motor, which is up to, I believe it's up to 650-ish horsepower with a 5.8-liter V8. So it's like they made this thing and said, this is pretty good, but we're just gonna go ahead and one-up it. And then they made the 2013, 2014 GT500s, which honestly, if you're looking to buy a car to modify, buy this one. This is a much better platform. The 2013 and 14s are kind of on the borderline of being maxed out, just kind of stock. There is some mod possibilities, but it's just not the same as this car. If you wanna see real gains and just kind of feel better about yourself, get a 2011 or 2012. I've been told by the owner that a 60 roll in third gear is pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and find out. You can tell if I enjoy a car by me giggling like a little girl. This one has the giggle effect. I need boost in my life. Listening to that would never get old. That's so cool. And I guess another cool thing about this car is you really don't notice the blower unless you're really getting on the car. And the owner has also told me that he gets really good gas mileage with this car, surprisingly. You know, it's a Shelby GT500. You wouldn't think to associate decent fuel economy with it, but he gets like 25 miles per gallon on the highway and like 18-ish in the city, which by my standards, that's pretty darn good for a car with 550 horsepower. Also, one nice aspect as far as the daily drivability goes, it's a really easy car to rev match. I've only been in it for like a couple minutes and I've already kind of got the hang of it. It's a really easy car to drive. It's not intimidating at all. There's some cars that you get in and it kind of makes you want to, like, I don't know, pee yourself a little bit because it kind of scares you. And while this car is a fast car, no doubt, and it can definitely get away from you, it's not one that has like the terrifying aspect, which it could be good, it could be bad. If you want a car that's going to scare the crap out of you, buy like a C6 Corvette, Z06, or a Viper or something like that. Those cars will scare the crap out of you. This one is one, it's just all about the driver experience as a package. And Mustangs have always done that really well. They offer the best, in my opinion, just overall value for your money. You get a great interior, you get plenty of power, you get really good reliability. I mean, 5.0s are almost indestructible. This motor is almost indestructible. It's just this whole package for what you get, it's pretty tough to beat. And you know, going back on my word there just a little bit, this car definitely can get to that point of where it will scare yourself quite easily with just a couple things. Like I said before, the owner does have quite a bit of modifications planned for this car, including full bolt-ons, welds. I mean, it's going to be a pretty legit build. I mean, hell, bone stock, this car already will do low 12s in the quarter and like a 4.1 0 to 60. I mean, like, it's a fast car from 2011, and now you look at, let's say, a 6th gen Camaro coming out in 2016, that's kind of like equal performance, and they're about the same price. So this was just kind of a little bit ahead of the game, and it still is, it's a Shelby. It's not gonna fade, but you can do everything a normal car can do. The owner of he shoves his mountain bike in the back of this thing, takes it mountain biking on road trips and stuff, and just because he can, it works. It's probably not the ideal circumstance, but he does it, and he has the time of his life doing it. And one last thing I'd like to talk about with this car is that, you know, even though it is a Mustang, it's a very prestigious Mustang. It still holds that Shelby name, like I mentioned earlier, but you know, you'll see 20 Mustangs on a daily basis out driving around, but probably won't see many Shelby GT500s, and yet the prices of them aren't that bad. Well guys, the sun is kind of going down on us now for this review, but it's one of those things where when the owner of a Shelby GT500 says, hey, you want to drive my car, you take him up on the offer, and you do just that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can still see my face with the lighting, but thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Take it easy. One other thing I'd like to note before I end it, it's pretty cool how the owner has it set up to be red, white, and blue. America!